Today we're going to use some neurology to try to hack your body into finding greater ranges of motions, and we're going to start specifically with your shoulders. So here's what I want you to do. Stand with your feet on the ground, hip width distance apart is fine. I want you to think of this nice long spine here. Allow your palms to face forward, elbows nice and long. You're going to keep the elbows long as you just start to bring one arm up, and as soon as you feel a point of tension or pain, I want you to stop. For me, this is about where I am right now. And then take it to the other side. Looking at yourself in a mirror or finding yourself on video is the best way to take this assessment. Good, so I'm not able to get too close to my ears. Here's the hack. Our shoulders and our hips live really close to one another in our brain, in the sensory cortex. So what I want you to do is open your feet nice and wide. And we're gonna do some hip circles here. So think about pushing your right hip pretty far out to the right. Tuck the tailbone slightly and start to circle the hips forward. Anthony Cecchi, if you watched one of my Instagram lives recently, described this as being inside of a wine barrel. I really like that. Maybe even thinking of a hula hoop here as you draw these huge circles, kind of either scraping the inside of that barrel or finding the circumference here of that hula hoop. We'll take about 3 in each direction here. So pausing and switching directions when you're ready and really reaching the bum back, pushing the hip out to the side, hips forward and to the other side. 2 more times here, making it a nice, smooth, controlled circle through the hips. We're gonna check on those shoulders here in just a moment and see if we've improved our range of motion through shoulder abduction, which is what we just did in our first assessment. Great, go ahead and find that normal stance. Arms are long, palms facing forward, and just see if that's improved at all. For me, definitely on my left side. And then the other. This is a great trick that you can try at home, and especially before you start a harder workout, you're about to do push-ups or lifting weights, anything at all like that. Go ahead and give it a try and see if it increases your shoulder range of motion. All right, for this next body hack, let's see if we can improve the range of motion of our spine. So that midline function lives in our brainstem here. That's also where a lot of our visual processing comes from. So we're gonna use a vision drill to see if we can increase the mobility and range of motion in our spine. First, let's start with an assessment. So standing nice and tall, I want you just to take a deep breath in. Keeping your legs long, go ahead and nod the chin and just start to round down towards the floor. And when you feel like you need to bend your knees, just sort of stop there. Don't move too far past tension. This is about where I can get to today, not quite touching the floor. And then roll back up. Good, same thing here. Place your hands on your back, tuck your tailbone, and lift the chest and breastbone forward and up. See what kind of extension you have. And then nod the chin, coming back up. Let's take those hands behind your head. Imagine your spine getting nice and long, lifting off the sits bones, and then taking a little side bend. Again, doing this in a mirror so you can just sort of see how deep you're able to go before you hit that point of tension. A little lateral flexion of the spine. Good, and for the last one, take your arms out. You can let your hips move with you as you open an arm, use your chest, look at something behind you, just sort of get an idea of how deep your rotation is. And back center, and then we'll do that to the other side. And back center. Good, now I want you to grab a pen. We're gonna do something called pencil push-ups. You'll see this in Z Health a lot. In fact, all of this I've gotten from Z Health. So hold your pen or pencil directly in front of your eyes at arm's length distance away. I want you to focus on the tip there. And all you're gonna do is start to pull that pencil in, and I want you to stop before it starts to get blurry or you see the little double vision, the pencil turns into 2 pencils, and then you're gonna hold and stare for 3, 2, 1, close your eyes, reach the arm back out long, open your eyes, refocus on the tip, and start to bring it in, aiming for right between the eyes here, only until you can still see it perfectly in focus for 3, 2, 1, close your eyes, reach it out. We'll do this twice more, that's all it takes. Focusing on the tip. You can up your speed a little bit, but I really want you to pause as close as you can get it while it's still in focus. 3, 2, 1, close your eyes. Some of you guys might feel a little woozy during this, and if so, you can only do it a couple of times or stop this all together. And pause for 3, 2, 1, close your eyes. Let's put the pencil away and check on our spinal mobility. So first we started with that roll down. Take a breath in, keeping the legs long. You're gonna exhale, roll down, and see if you're able to get a little closer to the ground. For me, I'm almost completely palm down. And roll the spine back up. Putting your fingertips in your jean pockets, tuck the tailbone. See if you're able to get more extension. And back up. Hands to the head, extend the spine to the sky, and see if it's increased your lateral flexion at all. It may or may not. Some of these things might have found an improvement. Some might have found that they got a little bit worse. All of that is really good information to give to a trainer or some sort of movement specialist that can help you improve this. Ooh, rotation. For me, this increased my spinal mobility a lot. Good. I hope that helped. These are very quick things that you can do to improve shoulder mobility and spinal mobility by tapping into certain neural pathways and reflexes. If you found this helpful, please comment below. And if you have any questions about parts of joints or range of motion that you want to practice on expanding, let me know and I'll give you another one of these videos. Thanks for watching.